Hey, what's up guys? Today I happen to have two identical Chris Reeve knives here. One is just in the sandblasted version that they have been doing for quite a while now, and the other one is the new glass blasted finish. And I just wanted to do a quick video as long as I have both of them here and compare those finishes to each other. So the one on the top is the old sandblasting and the one on the bottom is the new glass blasted finish. And as you can see, it's quite a bit lighter in color, and it's also different in feel. We're gonna talk about that in a second. The glass blasting is not replacing the sandblasting, as far as I understand. It's just an additional finish that they do, and yes, it will actually cost you a little bit more. So there is an up price of about $25 currently. Prices can obviously change, and yeah. What was interesting something that I didn't know is that the finish on the screws also changed with the new glass blasted version. So as you can see, the one on the bottom has like almost a mirror polish to the pivot and back screw and also the thumb studs here. So yeah, I can definitely see my own reflection very clearly in the pivot on the new version. And on the old one, it's a lot more matte. It's a lot darker in terms of the finish. So yeah, let's open these up and actually compare them to other Chris Reeve knives. In terms of feel, the new glass blasted is very smooth to the touch, whereas the old sandblasting out of box is very coarse. Chris Reeve collectors know what I'm talking about. This is it feels very rough at first, and when you carry them, they get very smooth over time, but you have to carry them for quite a while in order to make this happen. And yeah, so this on the bottom here is the Inkosi, and it is a well-worn Inkosi also. So both of these are the sandblasting, and as you can see, the color changes quite a bit, so they get lighter over time, and they also get a lot of snail trails because of the sandblasting. So the rougher finish wears off quickly and also picks up a lot of scratches and snail trails over time. And the glass blasting, at least that's what I'm told, is gonna hold up a lot better to snail trails, scratches, and I don't think it will get as light in color or change color as quickly as the old sandblasting does. So yeah, glass blasting is a more durable finish, I guess. So the good thing here is that if you want to buy a Chris Reeve and carry it for a couple of days before you send it back or resell it, I don't know, you shouldn't send it back if you have already carried and used it. But if you resell it, you don't have any scratches on it. Whereas on a sandblasted version, you will get scratches probably as soon as you put them in your pocket, unless you're really careful. So here is another finish. This is a Hindera stonewash. The stonewash is a lot lighter in color, obviously. So this is still more matte, less reflective in terms of the finish. And yeah, I think like a well-worn Chris Reeve feels smooth to the touch, but the glass blasted still feels a lot smoother out of box. So yeah, this is a lot nicer to the touch, I think. I do like the glass blasting, haptically speaking, a lot better. Here's another finish. This is a Chris Reeve Small Benza 21, and this one happens to be in their satin version. This is like a special limited run kind of thing. So it's sandblasted on the back, sorry for the focus, and satin on the front. And yeah, the glass blasting still is obviously a lot darker, but yeah. So what do I think about the new finish? Is it worth the additional cost? Well, like I said, if you want to carry a Chris Reeve without scratching it up, the glass blasting, or scratching it up as easily, it's not scratch resistant, it's just not as prone to pick up snail trails as the old finish. So that's a plus, I guess, for depending how you want to use it, or if you want your knife to look really used over time. The sandblasting is still a better version. The polishing on the screws and pivot gives it a like more premium feel, I think. I kind of like the old finish better on the screws, just because I'm not like a premium person. I'm more like a, you know, I don't know. It's not my favorite finish on the screws here, but that's obviously up to personal taste. But yeah, in terms of how it feels to the touch, I like the glass blasting a lot better. There is, like I said, pros and cons. If you like your knives to look worn quicker, then the sandblasting is better. One more thing, it doesn't really have anything to do with the finish. It's just something that I noticed. The old sandblasted Omnamsan right here was in S45 yen, which came in 61 to 62 HRC. And this new one right here is in Magna Cut, and this one is in 63 to 64 HRC. So the new ones in Magna Cut are a lot harder. Obviously, you can get both of these. No, actually, you can only, I think the glass blasted version is only in Magna Cut, and the sandblasted version you can also now only get in Magna Cut. But if you have a option to buy an older one with S45 yen, keep that in mind, that the S45 yen is a little bit softer than the Magna Cut. And yeah, in terms of steel comparison, Magna Cut is a more balanced steel. Edge retention, toughness, and stainlessness is more balanced throughout, whereas S45 yen is high in edge retention and high in stainlessness, but low in toughness. So something to keep in mind here. And I also noticed that the thickness behind the edge feels a lot thinner on the Magna Cut here than on the S45 yen. It's not a lot thinner, but like a tiny little bit thinner. I don't know why that is. The hollow grind appears to be the same depth. There is not like a difference there, but in terms of thickness behind the edge, my new Magna Cut version is thinner behind the edge. So I don't know what's that about, but yeah, my personal opinion obviously is that the Magna Cut is the better choice here because it's more balanced steel, and yeah, it seems to be thinner behind the edge also. But yeah, like I said, you can get both the Magna Cut in glass blasted or sandblasted. That really has nothing to do with the finish here. I just wanted to note that since I already have both of these here. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully that helped you in your decision which finish you like better. Yeah, I think it's cool that because it's something different. I never had a glass blasted before, and since I have a lot of Chris Reeve knives, I actually might keep the glass blasted version, just because I never had that finish. And the Magna Cut is also, in this case, the thing that makes the decision for me personally. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and maybe we see each other in another video. Goodbye, people.